Just kind of raining out there. It's a little dreary today, but that's okay. Still gonna make the most of it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday. Had a good night last night. It was nice to talk with friends, and we recorded another broken picture phone, so that'll be on its way at some point in the future. This morning I woke up and I ordered those LED panels. So that part of this journey is over. I decided on the 900 panels. This will be a really quick, easy to understand explanation. The panels I was using upstairs before were 600s. Mal's are 1200s. So the brightness will fall between them. They'll be 50% brighter than the lights that I had upstairs previously. And it said it'll take 5 to 7 business days to arrive. I generally order stuff on Amazon, but this company was selling stuff on their website for $100 cheaper per panel. So I saved $200 by ordering them from the company directly. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So I won't have them in 2 days. It'll take a little bit longer, but I'll save $200, which seems like a pretty good deal. Lunch today is pretty simple. We're just having peanut butter jelly sandwich. However, we're continuing to work through the cheese that we got from Christmas. This probably looks a little weird, and that's because it is
rubbed with coffee and cocoa.
Yeah, it is a chocolate coffee cheese. What is the base?
I don't remember.
Cheese?
And I threw the container away.
Well, it's okay. I tried a piece in the kitchen, and it's just kind of weird. It's not a bad cheese, but like when I think of cheese, and I think of the type of cheese that I want to sit around and eat, it's like normal cheese, like sharp cheddar. That sounds great. I'll sit around and eat sharp cheddar. These sorts of cheeses, Mel was saying, it's really for when you have like a party and you have the weird cheeses out so people can try them and go, oh, what a weird cheese. And then that's it.
That cheese is really good with strawberry jam. Because I made my sandwich and I had a little bit left on the knife and I took a piece of cheese and don't want to get rid of that extra jam. And it was really good with strawberry jam.
I wonder why. Strawberry jam specifically with chocolate.
Please do. Like, seriously, it was really good.
I'm not the type of... It just rubs it in her sandwich. Oh, you're getting the whole thing.
It's not that big of a piece. Isn't it really good?
You know what I think it is? I don't think it has anything to do with the chocolate or the coffee. I think it's that type of cheese with strawberry jam. I think that's what because before the chocolate and the coffee even hit me, that was what I was tasting. And then it just has a weird, weird is a good word for it, chocolate coffee aftertaste. Again, it's not bad. It's not like, oh, this is a bad cheese. It's not bad. It's just like, if you're going to sit around and eat cheese, sharp cheddar or something. Also, it's probably obvious, but we're not planning on eating all of this. This is just the... This is just what
the whole thing. I'll wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll eat what we want and then we'll put it away. If I ate all of that, I'd probably have more bathroom problems than I already do. Mal decided that today is going to be the day that these go away because we have had bananas in the freezer for...
I should probably let them start thawing.
How long have they even been in there?
They're fine.
Anyway, Mal wants to make banana muffins, which is a great idea because it gives us something substantial to eat for breakfast. And then also it makes all of the bananas in the freezer go away, of which there are... 5. So I've had to work upstairs for just a little bit today. It looks like while I was doing that, you really went to town here.
I was considering also making pumpkin muffins because we have pumpkin.
So you made banana muffins.
Yes, that's what those are.
And then are these like banana cookies?
They are. They have chocolate chips, and then the topping on these ones was the same as the muffins, the crumb. Okay. And I just had extra, so I don't know how they would turn out.
Neat. Can we eat
You can eat whatever you want.
Really?
This was because I didn't want to get another pan out for another single cookie.
That's reasonable. Okay. Shoot. I think I want one of these.
The ones on the right are going to be a little warmer. They're cool enough to eat.
Well, I want the one with the chocolate chips.
They all have chocolate chips.
Oh, they all have
chocolate. The muffins don't, but the cookies all do.
Oh, well, I already grabbed one of these. I want to try it. Mmm.
I really love that recipe because of how soft they get. They're more like a muffin top, like.
Yeah, they really are. Mmm. It's a really soft cookie. Have you tried one yet?
Not yet. I made them before. This is from my recipe stash.
Well, you gotta try the one you just made. It's a good cookie. We haven't had dinner yet. I know we're just sitting over the sink eating cookies, but we're adults, so we can do whatever we want. But we should also, like, think about dinner. Are we making pizza tonight? Okay. Oh, and it's Sunday. It's movie night. It's my turn for a movie. I got some options. So we watched Birdman. This is a movie that I've heard very, very good things about for years. We actually picked up a Blu-ray at Best Buy.
Is that when there was like Best Buy rewards points and you were like, I got enough to get a Blu-ray, and then we walked around forever to find something to get?
Yes, it was years and years and years ago. Best Buy emailed me a coupon that was like however many dollars, and I was like, we have to use this coupon. So we finally decided on Birdman because I was like, Birdman's really highly rated, people really liked it, let's pick that up. And then we didn't watch it until right now. However, it was on my mind anyway because 2 weeks ago on the last movie that I chose, I went with Children of Men. And one of the things that I had pointed out in that film is that it has a few really, really long follow shots in it. And they're really impressive. They're very technically impressive. And some of the comments on that vlog were like, if you think this is impressive, you should see Birdman. And it's funny because Birdman was actually one of the films that I was going to watch when we watched Children of Men. I was like, what am I going to watch? I don't know. Let's watch Children of Men. Well, it makes a lot of sense. The cinematographer for Children of Men is the same cinematographer for Birdman. So you probably, you can see it. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, this makes sense. So initial gut reactions after seeing it. It was long. It was my first thought. It was actually quite long.
It was very technically impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
There was so if you're not familiar with this film, and this is all these reviews, we always make sure that at least the beginning of them are spoiler free. We'll warn you if we change to spoiler territory. The technical shtick of the film is that it is shot as if it is one shot. So from the time the movie begins, as it goes through every single scene, all of the cuts are hidden to give the illusion that the entire movie is like basically one long follow shot. And it's really cool. It's really, really cool. To continually move from one character to another, from location to location, and then do so in a way that really does feel like everything is happening. And they use that same technique even when, like, there's a flashback early on.
Yeah.
And even with the flashback, they still set it up as if, like, the shot didn't change. Like, it's like just panning around the room, you witness this flashback and then you move on. And even as time jumps, they do that as well. So, you might be following a character and then you'll, slowly transition to a different character, and like there's time passing, but we never lose that shot. So that's through the entire film. So I see why people would say, hey, if you like Children of Men, if you liked that follow shot mentality, maybe you'd like Birdman. And yeah, it was technically impressive.
I liked how they would have a scene with a character and follow or be in front of them, and then they would arrive at a location, talk to another character, there'd be some sort of exchange, and then it would follow the other character out. And it was like following all these people as they would go and interact, and then it would switch, or it would like watch a character walk away and then another character would from some other room come on screen, and then it would follow them.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
There was a lot of, I mean, I guess it continues to come back to like technical prowess, but there was a lot, and also just like the writing and like trying to figure out what the blocking was going to be for every single little thing. It was impressive. It was really impressive. There was also just a bunch of other little details that really stuck out to me. There was one part in the middle of the film where we're in the main character's dressing room, and you start hearing drums.
Yeah. And
it feels like it's part of the soundtrack, but you know, you're still doing these long follow shots, and over the course of like 5 minutes, you eventually get onto the New York sidewalk and you see where the drum is coming from. And that was really, really cool to me. Like the drum motif kept coming back. Like that was throughout the entire film.
Yeah.
Including in surreal ways. Like, because there's a fair bit of surrealism.
Yes, there is.
Like it's almost fair to call this like a surreal movie in a sense. But that was just, I really, really liked that. I don't know why that stuck out, like that very specifically stuck out to me so much, but hearing those drums and then eventually getting to where they were, I was like, I really like that. I really, really like that. It's really good. It's really good. And we talked about the technical stuff.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the film as a story?
I thought it was interesting.
It's very... I mean, it's...
The plot of the film is very short.
The plot, as in the point of the film?
The story itself felt very short for how long the movie was.
And that almost makes sense because since you're following, not every action, but basically every action. Quick version, the film is about an actor who, and it's actually quite funny because it's an actor who used to play a superhero, but it's played by Michael Keaton, who used to be Batman, so it's kind of like an extra layer of comedy there. Who, you know, it's been many years since his comic book hero career, and he now wants to get into stage acting, and he has the money to like fund this play. And there's a lot of moments in the film where the stage play, and the moments you get to see what's happening on the stage play, what the characters are talking about is reflecting what's going on in their lives. So like the protagonist is talking about all of these issues on stage, but they're actually about him. So you've got a lot of like double meaning throughout. But it's basically someone like struggling to figure out their life. And there's an entire other cool element to the film because the main character hears a voice in his head, and the voice is that hero.
Yeah.
So like, also I'm gonna stand by my original thought. I don't think any of this is counted really a spoiler, so I think you're still safe. But like, there's a lot of really cool elements. Also, the entire film is like a bit of a black comedy in a way.
Yeah.
I really think it's a darkly humorous film because it's funny. I mean, there's a lot of like funny parts, but also it is dark, and there's a lot of subject matter, like a lot of stuff about mental health, and there's a lot of different themes explored. But they're all explored in a very very good way. There's a lot of room for things to breathe and be explored fully, and the entire time it's happening, it's done so in, you know, this technically impressive and artistic way.
I would say like the mental health stuff and the vices some of the characters have have a realistic sense to them. It's not toned down at all.
Yeah. The film, there's in the mid, because the plot of the film is this guy wants to put on this play, and we keep seeing, you know, the previews every preview night. But there's all these other themes that are going on at the same time. It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I don't have much spoiler stuff to talk about, but like a little, just a tiny bit.
Okay.
All right. This is the mark. I'm going to talk freely about the film at this point. If you haven't seen Birdman, I do recommend it. It was very, very good. So you should leave now. Have you left? Okay. One of the things I thought was really interesting, and I don't have a whole lot of spoiler stuff to talk about, but the entire film's one take, one shot. And we finally break that when he kills himself.
Yeah.
When he's standing on stage and he pulls the trigger and we get the ovation. We pan up to that light, and that is the first intentional hard cut. And I thought that was really clever.
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice that. Okay. So yeah, like up to that point, everything is, you know, from the very beginning of the film, they're trying to do that.
Yeah.
And that is the first intentional hard cut. However, at the very, very beginning of the film, you see a quick flash of something before the film actually begins. You barely get a chance to see it. And then you get enough, you see it fast enough where you have a mental image of it, and you're like, I don't know what that is. I don't know why they showed that. And then after he shoots himself, and we go through a few different hard cuts, one of the things that we get back to is that full shot, and it's the jellyfish on the beach. That was that first shot at the very, very beginning, which is all looped into when he was talking to his ex-wife about how he lied that he got sunburned, but in actuality he got stung by jellyfish. I thought that was clever. But yeah, I think that's really it. Like otherwise, you know, it was really a roller coaster. I didn't know exactly where it was going half the time. And like in some respects, there's, you know, definitely some threads that aren't really well defined. It's kind of just left up to the viewer's imagination to decide how things were handled. Although there were a few moments where it was deliberately explained, and I loved that. The part where he flies.
Yeah. And
he's soaring through the air, and then he gets back to the theater, and then the taxi...
For a brief second, you're like, but how?
And then the taxi driver runs in, it's like, you have to pay me! Like, that's wonderful, and that's... It's just, it was... There's clearly a lot of work that went into this, and it was a masterful film. I really, really enjoyed it. Anyway, good Sunday.
Yeah.
Now you have to pick a film for next week.
I will.
Okay. I still have so many more films. On my list that I want to see. And there's a male video that's not out yet, but we actually got another film that both of us want to see, so that'll be added to the list at some point soon. I'll wait until the male video comes out so you can see what that movie is. But yeah, I'm really liking Sundays now.
Good.
Not only do I get to relax, which is a godsend, but then also being able to watch a film every week has been really fun. And it's fun because like I get to watch stuff I want to see, but then also half the time I'm seeing stuff that like
you wouldn't have picked.
Exactly. Like I wouldn't have picked. I wouldn't have picked in This Corner of the World.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that I don't want to see Spirited Away, but like I've got a million other films that would have been above Spirited Away. So getting a chance to actually watch it was like good. And Spirited Away was really, really good. So yeah, this is fun. Anyway, as always, you can talk about Birdman down below. Obviously, if you're going to talk about any spoiler stuff, make sure you write Birdman spoilers and hit return a few times as a courtesy to fellow commenters who have not seen the film. Otherwise, hope you all had a wonderful weekend too, because mine was pretty good. Mine was not bad. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?